do another episode of this Gridiron, and I got my bro Keith in here with me, man, the Lions fan, and that's the game we're gonna start with. We're gonna start with the Lions and the 49ers game, and I know you got a lot to say, so I'm gonna just get this real quick off my chest.
Yeah.
It's a couple things uh, that we can kind of ask ourselves. Well, a lot of stuff that was going around the media. Did the Lions fourth quarter? I mean, the fourth down decision. Did that cost them the game?
hmm
Um, you know, and this is what I'm gonna say about that. When I initially saw the play, when I initially looked at it, I was like, he shouldn't have did it. He shouldn't have went for it. He shouldn't
hmm
have. And I'm gonna tell you why I felt that way. And I'm still kind of leaning on it, but I'm gonna tell you why I kind of fell off the train on that part. It's because it's you got to look at the circumstances and the situation that you're in at that point. You
Right.
see what you lost by, three
Yeah.
points.
Yeah.
So in that moment, I felt like, and I get it, you up, y'all was having y'all way, but at that point in time, y'all was completely, y'all was not doing what y'all was doing in the first half.
hmm
Y'all kind of fell off, so it wasn't the same. That momentum wasn't the same. So I felt like at that point, he should have took those points. He should have took those
hmm
points at that time. So later on, though, I was kind of thinking, I was like, you know what? I understand because he lit. That's what that he got. That's what got you there. Him
Yeah.
being aggressive that way, and I feel like
hmm
nobody was saying nothing when it was working all the time because he barely missed. I think it was 3 to 5 times that he might have missed, if I'm not mistaken, out of 25 or something like that. He basically made them 20 something times. So
hmm
it was damn near guaranteed that he was gonna make those fourth down conversions. Now
hmm
obviously nothing's perfect. So eventually at some point in time you was gonna miss that. You was gonna mess you was it,
Yeah.
obviously you was
It
hoping
was
that it
in,
didn't come in an important game or in an important moment. But
right.
that's really not what lost y'all the game, even though y'all did lose by those 3 points. And also, why I kind of fell off of that is because if you look at, and we'll talk about this later, but just to kind of compare, when you look at what happened with the Lamar with the Ravens and the Chiefs, Lamar played the complete opposite of what he did all year.
hmm
What got them there, he did the complete opposite.
hmm
You get what I'm saying? So at least y'all went out doing exactly what you did that got you there. Y'all didn't
Right.
stray away from who you was. You stuck to your identity, win or
Right.
lose, whatever. And I love how he came out in the press conference and he took that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He didn't regret it. He was hurt. You could tell how he was talking. He wasn't cocky about it,
Yeah.
but he let you know he don't regret it.
Right.
So
Right.
I have no problem with what as far as that play. But Josh Reynolds, you can't drop those balls.
Thank you.
Two
Okay.
crucial drops. Not,
Yep.
you know what I'm saying? And okay, even with the first drop, okay, you could have made up for that in the fourth quarter with that
hmm
with that with that drop.
hmm
And then on top of that, Gibbs
Yep.
with the fumble.
Yep.
And it was like y'all was literally like folding
Collapse.
under pressure. Like cause Amon Ross St. Brown was gone until the fourth quarter. You know
hmm
what I'm saying? It was like, I get his thinking. He was trying to keep his foot on y'all. He was trying to keep their foot on the 49ers neck, which you supposed to
That's,
do. You kill them.
hmm
But when you kind of look back, of course, hindsight is always 2020. But when you look back, it's like, damn, we lost by 3 points. We could have at least, but again, you can't pin it on that. On
Yeah.
you can't pin it all on that because of those other plays that happened when y'all had chances to, make something happen.
Right.
Y'all didn't come out and do nothing in the second half. So, I
Right.
let you go ahead and say what you got to say.
You I couldn't have said it no better, bro. You said mostly of everything that I was thinking. But it was five factors to this game, honestly. So going forward on fourth down, I know a lot of people want to hang they you blame on Dan Campbell for going for it 3 times on fourth down. Two of those 3 times, like you said, Catchable balls, Josh Reynolds dropped it twice, bro. Catchable, like those drive extenders right there. How we caught
Yeah.
those, at least we getting 3 points out of it. The lead would have at least been like six. You know what I'm saying? So, or 6 more points. So on top of the 17.
Mm-hmm.
So that the third one was when Goff scrambled out because he was getting pressure. He threw it across his body, tried to get it to St. Brown, who was open, but he threw it at an angle where Saint couldn't make a play on it. Cool, whatever. The fumble, bro. Oh my god. So this is where the momentum changed, dude. We up 17. It's 17. It's 24 7. They go down, they get a field goal. All right, they got a little bit of momentum. It's 24-10. Very next drive, bro. They get a 54-yard impossible catch. Like you can't even draw that up, bro. If y'all think the
Bro,
NFL
yes.
scripted, you
That
can't
was
you can't
crazy.
you can't draw that up, bro.
Yeah.
Like that was just pure luck. So they had luck
Yeah.
and momentum on their side, right?
Yeah.
So at that point, I'm like, all right, cool. We they gonna score because they at the 2 yard line now. I know
That's the one where
CMC.
it bounced off the guy face mask, right?
Yeah,
I
bro.
when IU caught it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
You can't draw that up, bro. That was just all luck, bro. But Ayuk
Yeah.
made the play.
Yeah.
So boom, they score right there. Now they down 7 points, dog. So I'm like, all right, it's 17-24. Then the very next play, when we get the ball, Gibbs, if you look at the replay, bro, Gibbs was running to the right, but Goff was handing it off to the left. So he had to basically adjust to the handoff. And when he adjusted to the handoff, contact right there. Boom. He got hit. He fumbled the ball. They already at the 20. They recover it. They already in the red zone. You feel me? So that's what happened. I knew at that moment, I'm like, bro, they got all the momentum right now, bro. You had a lucky play and you got 10 points off of scoring. Basically, like, yeah, y'all got all the momentum, bro.
Yeah.
So when the game was tied up, I'm like, all right, statistically speaking, if you look at the stats, bro, this is why we was killing them early in the third quarter, early in the game, because they suck on third down. They can't stop. If you look at their rank on third down stops, they're like near the bottom. They can't stop teams on third down. That's why I feel like the Chiefs gonna kill them, but that's a whole nother conversation. But that's why we kept beating them, bro. And then so when they scored, I'm looking at it, all right, if you look at the stats as far as like points per game for each team, we
Mm.
neck and neck. We scored 27 points a game. They scored 29 points a game. So Dan Campbell knew it was a race to 30 points. The team to get the 30 points first,
Yeah.
that's the team that's more than likely going to win. So when
I
he
kept
was
hearing
going
that too.
for it, he was trying to get to over 30, bro, because he knew, like, bro, if we listen, if you go to overtime, I understand people like, yeah, kick the field goal, go to overtime. At that point, you got two odds against you. You at home field disadvantage, and you got the refs. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
he like anytime he in this situation, he want to end the game in regulation. He don't care about overtime. It's like we
Mm-hmm.
finna win in these 4 quarters. We're not because anything can happen at that point. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of coach that he is. The one thing I do want to say though is fans, dog, we had a hell of a season, dog. I'm so proud of them. But they can't be mad, like you said, they can't be mad at Dan Campbell when he go for it on fourth down and then praise him when he get it. You know what I'm saying? You
Exactly.
can't be
Yeah.
fickle like that, bro. You gotta
Yeah.
either you roll with him or you don't. I know that's my coach. I knew this going into the game. I knew he was a gambler. I'm like, whatever decision he make, I'm rolling with it. So I wasn't mad at him for that. I heard it earlier today, bro. The perfect thing for this scenario was the calls were perfect. The execution is what fucked them over, bro. So
Yeah.
like they called the perfect play on fourth down. All of them fourth down attempts. They called the
Yep.
perfect play, but they
Good
just
plays.
couldn't execute.
Yep.
They just couldn't
Yep.
execute. So that's the thing. The worst thing that happened was the rookie mistake was the fumble, bro. Like if anybody gonna get some blame, and I don't really want to blame nobody for this loss, but if anybody was gonna get some blame, I think Gibbs get majority of it because you just can't do that, bro. Like you
Yeah.
can't
That was
fumble
a
the
that
ball
was
like that.
yeah. But I want to. But it seemed like it was kind of like a miscue with the handoff.
With
Like
the hand. Yep,
it looked like it wasn't a smooth handoff. So I
it
don't
wasn't.
know if there was some miscommunication with that or what. But also too. So let me tell you, had y'all won this game, Listen, man, Jamo, bro, that was like y'all Swiss Army knife, man. He came out of
Yeah, bro.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Listen, when I'm watching him and I say, "Damn, this man is reminding me of when the Seahawks went to the Super Bowl against." I think it was who was it that they
Was it
played?
Patriots?
No, they won. So I want to
Okay.
say it might have been the
Oh no,
Broncos.
no. Yeah, the
I
Broncos. Yeah.
I can't, but I feel like it wasn't them. But anyway, whoever it was, Percy Harvin, he was like they Swiss
Yeah.
Army knife. He was hurt the whole year, and he came back in the Super Bowl, and I mean he did his thing. He shined. He balled out,
Yep.
and that's
Yep.
kind of what Jamo was reminding me of, like somebody who, even though he played all year, you see Percy Harvin, he was hurt, and then he came back. But Jamo, like he wasn't really the impactful player. You saw the flashes here and there, but you didn't really
Yeah.
see him do, what they figured he was gonna be. So, when I seen him, I say, damn, he reminded me of Percy Harvin. Like he taking and he fast. Like I ain't
Yeah. He
realize how
fast.
quick he was. Man, he fast.
Nah,
So
he got Tyreek Hill speed. He just can't
man,
catch
I did
too
not know
well
he
as
was that fast, man. I
yeah.
said, dang. But
Mm-hmm.
also too, Goff, man, he played. Listen. Before I even say this,
I'm so glad we on this topic, boy, because I want to hear this.
Goff, he played a damn good game. Goff played a damn good game. He did
Perfect in
miss
my
two
opinion.
touchdowns though. He
He
did
did.
miss two
He
touchdown
overthrew him.
throws. One was to Laporta. I forgot who
And
the
one
other
was to
one was
Jamo.
to, but
Jamo was on a deep shot. He missed him, and
okay,
then
that
Laporta
might
got
have that. So that's two. That's you get what I'm saying.
yeah,
So like
yeah,
this can go kind of a bunch. Y'all had multiple, kind of
yeah.
chances to kind of, put this out there and get to that 30-point threshold.
Mhm.
But like you said, it was just those miscues at the last minute, man. And then like people don't talk about like the fact that what y'all team is really made of, like especially on the defensive side, man. Y'all defense was not great. You had, I think,
Nope.
one of your corners was like on the, if I'm not mistaken, he was I seen something where it was saying he was either working in a grocery store or he came right off the bench, like he came off the couch or some junk like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
But
yep.
that all you had, bro. The only person I know on that defense is Aiden Hutchinson, bro. That's the only
So
person I know. But when the playoffs came, like y'all defense, even though y'all gave up, that pass defense still gave up a lot, but it was like y'all still stuck in it. Y'all still was
yeah,
fighting. Y'all still was clawing. Y'all got a high powered offense. It's
oh yeah.
just that defense, man. If you get that defense where it need to be, I think, and another thing too, Dan Campbell's press conference. That's another reason why I was kind of off the bandwagon as far as like going against him with the fourth quarter, going for it on fourth down,
Hmm.
because because dog, what was, I forgot what I was about to say. I forgot it was something he said in his press conference about the fact that he know that they might not get there again. Sometimes sometimes this ain't it's not guaranteed. No matter how
It's
good
not.
you feel like your team is, like
It's
people
not.
thought that the Seattle Seahawks was gonna be a dynasty. And you see, they fell
Yep.
off a cliff like it wasn't nothing. You know what I'm saying? From injuries, internal stuff. So you never know how a season or a day is going or game is gonna go. So for you to play conservative, now I can understand if you just played messy. That's different.
Right.
But for
Yeah.
Dan, I don't have no issue with what he did. I feel like it was the right thing. Considering considering all the circumstances. Even though you lost by 3 points, that's why it's so easy to jump on the man. But when you look
Yeah.
at everything from the fumble, the two drop passes, the
Yeah.
two touchdowns that Goff could have possibly had, you know, you can't just point to the fourth down. Hell, you know
So
what I'm saying? You can't.
if if you was a casual fan and you just looked at the box score from the first half to the second half, you would have been like, "Yeah, the Lions blew that game like they usually do with
I would
a
have.
normal
I ain't
game."
gonna lie.
You would
I
have
would have
thought that.
said they blew.
So if you would have watched the game, you would have saw like, "Damn, they just lost. They didn't lose because the 49ers beat them. They lost because they gave the game away." That's how I felt like this loss was. We just gave it away. Like we didn't get beat. We just gave it away. Like from the out the gate, we came out throwing blows. We was dominating
Strong,
out the
man.
gate. You know what I'm saying? And I know that's what we do early. I knew like if we get an early lead on them, their main thing is to run the ball. They want to run with CMC. They can't run the whole game because they're gonna be running the clock if they down. So
Mm-hmm.
that eliminates the run. You feel me? Y'all
Mm-hmm.
could throw for a gajillion yards. We'll give you that, but that might be empty calories because you might not score. You might only settle
Right.
for three. You feel me?
Right.
So that's the mentality of our defense. We know our defense. Aaron Glenn, our defensive coordinator, he'll tell you himself. He done said in the press conference, we're not the fastest team. We're not the strongest team on defense. We're not like Hall of Famers on defense, but they gel and they got chemistry at the right time. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like they know what they are and they play their role as well. What was also killing us was Purdy scrambling. Like if you
Yes.
go back to any of our games, of the 5 games that we lost to the Bears, who got Justin
Scrambling.
Fields, who scrambled
Yep.
for 100 yards on us. We lost to we lost to Dallas, but that was a 2 point. We lost to Seahawks. That was another rookie mistake on Gibbs that we lost in that game in overtime. He ran the wrong route. Goff threw it a certain way, and there was a pick six in overtime. We lost that game.
Mm.
But the other two losses that we had was scrambling quarterbacks. So, Lamar, yeah, he killed us, and so we can't contain scrambling quarterbacks, and we knew that going into the game. We knew we had to try to force Purdy to throw. I wasn't expecting him to scramble like the way he was, but he made hell of a plays. Kudos to him because he extended those drives. But yeah, as far as Jameson Williams go, man, yeah, I felt like I had this theory from the beginning of the season that we wasn't utilizing him the way we needed to because we was saving. We knew we was gonna make the playoffs, and we didn't want to expose too much because we know
Mm.
like he a speedster. If we set up all these plays, people gonna have film on it, so we gonna save all his special plays because this the most touchdowns he's ever scored in the game. He had 2 touchdowns
Exactly.
on the reverse play
Exactly.
and
Yep.
a play action. You know what I'm saying? So we
Yep.
never targeted him this much in the game. So I knew we were saving it for this time. Also, like our defense, bro, as far as the cornerback go, he wasn't starting. The helmet bounced off the Kendall Vildor. That's his name. He
Yeah.
wasn't our starting cornerback in the beginning of the season. It was Jerry Jacobs. Jerry Jacobs in the beginning of the season was balling. You throw it his way, he was gonna get a pick, and he was pass breaking up. That was him in the beginning of the season. But for some reason, he fell off a cliff. He was getting cooked by every receiver. He was letting play like DK Metcalf had a day on him. You feel me? And our other cornerback Cam Sutton, he really a number two, bro. He not a true number
Yeah. He
one,
not a
bro.
number one, but I like him.
Bro, I like him, but he'll get cooked. So we knew coming in, the only defensive players that we have is CJ the safety that we got. Like he a trash talker, but he'll come up with a play every here and there. And Aiden
Mm.
Hutchinson and our D line. That's it.
Yep.
Our D line
Yep.
get pressure. They don't really get sacks. They'll put pressure on you. That's how Purdy was able to break away so much because they'll close the pocket, but he'll see a little hole in the pocket. He know I'm gone. Like they ain't gonna
Mm-hmm.
catch me. So that was it, bro. Like that's what
Y'all need
really
some
happened in
defense.
this
Y'all need
game.
some interior linemen.
Exactly. So, and that goes down to our GM, bro. Like our GM has created with the draft picks that he has. He focused more on the offensive side of the ball than the defensive side. This season, I already know we're gonna get a lot of the defense, and we're gonna get a
You
lot
got
more O
to.
line. Like,
You
we
got
got
to.
to. We've
Not
been
only
saying this.
that. Go
Go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just gonna say. Not only that, man. Y'all got. Listen, man. Listen, man. I told you after seeing what they did, even though they fell away like that, after seeing what they
Yeah.
did in this game, bro. If y'all had a defense, just
Yeah.
a, if y'all if y'all had a actual like a legit respectable defense,
Like a top 10 defense, not even top 5, just top 10.
just yeah, exactly because y'all defense was not like I said, it was not a good defense. So just
Right.
making it better than that, having some players that could have helped y'all, you know, I think that y'all could have went far, bro. Like not to
For
say
sure.
y'all could have beat the Chiefs, but bro, y'all and even that could have been something. Like y'all
Right.
team, y'all offense is high power.
Mm-hmm.
Like damn.
So
Y'all
the
got to strike
thing with
while before y'all got to start paying people. That's my point.
oh yeah, for sure.
You got
We
to.
gonna extend Golf this season.
Yeah,
Golf
I see
getting the
that.
extension. Amon Ra up for a contract because I think he coming down to his last year, so he got to get paid. In
Yeah.
like 2 years, we got to pay Panay Sewell. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people. We gonna
Oh,
keep a
y'all
lot
still
of
got
people.
time for him, so
Yeah,
I
yeah, we
thought he
got
was
like two
coming
more
up
years,
too.
bro. We got like 2 more years for him. But yeah, we just got like, bro, we got to pay a lot of people. A lot of our O linemen they injured, but they play through injury, but they getting older, so we gotta replenish our O line. But
Yeah.
yeah, man, this upcoming draft really gonna determine. But like Dan Campbell said, like you said, it was cool for us to get this far, but next year not guaranteed. You know what I'm saying? Our division, bro, the bottom two teams was Minnesota and the Bears, and they both got 79 records. You know what I'm saying? And y'all division, that's a
You
playoff
know
spot. You feel me?
exactly.
So
Guarantee.
so I already know they gonna get better with their draft. The Packers had 9 wins and they made the playoffs. You feel me? So it's like
Yeah.
it's not. It's gonna be a dog fight for us to win our division again next season. It's not wide open
Man,
for us.
you
You know what I
right.
mean? But
'Cause they
but
gonna get better.
yeah, bro. So it all depends, dog. It all depends on what we draft and how people draft. We definitely need some help on that defensive side, though. But yeah, man.
Yeah, y'all do, man. Y'all do. But hey, man, at least Goff came out. He had his back. He said, "Nope, we should have executed the play." You
Yep.
know, so but I got more respect for Goff. He didn't do too much though the first 2 years he was there, but this year, but you can tell, they was building to something.
Yeah.
They was they y'all was growing into something, and you can't sit there and you're right. I was talking junk about them last week, but and even when we was texting about it, but you can't knock him. You can't knock him,
Yeah.
especially looking at his stats. Like you can't knock him for what he did, man.
For sure.
Especially if we gonna give Purdy props for what he doing
For
with all
his
the weapons
performance.
around him.
Yeah. When you look at their
So
stats side by side, they kind of like the same quarterback. To be honest.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Goff did his thing, man. Much respect to him, boy.
Hmm.
So let's see what your team do next. Oh, question though before we move on to the next game. So you feel like after what we seen, because the first half of that game, Purdy, we switching sides. The first half of that game, Purdy wasn't really doing nothing, just like last week. But the second half, when it mattered, the man was. I mean, it was one play, man, where he stood. I mean, he stared down in the pocket, man. I mean, the
Oh
hit was
yeah, he
coming,
took a hit,
and he
boy.
took that
He
hit,
took a
man.
hit.
Listen, listen.
I seen
So
that
obviously they different. They different quarterbacks as far as Goff and Purdy. Goff was the number one pick, hella expectations.
for sure.
But Mr. Irrelevant, Purdy, it don't matter what this man do. Everything he do, it's like he's raising the bar for himself because of the
Hmm.
fact where he was drafted.
Hmm.
And you know, I'm not gonna sit here and lie and be like he's a great QB or something like that, but he's very good and he's showing something. He's showing me
Yeah,
something with the fact that he can play as bad as he not even just bad, but he can have a bad game or start off bad, not do too
he can
much
overcome his
and
bad
overcome, right.
play.
You know what I'm saying? Because that's what matters. That's what
Yeah.
we look at. Moments.
Yep.
Moments matter. You step up in
Yep.
those moments and he brought his team, helped bring his team back. Obviously the defense turned around too, but he still had to go out there and put points on the board though. So you think he put all that criticism to bed though about him being a good quarterback or a game manager?
Honestly, yes and no
That's how I feel.
because
Yes and no.
yeah, because he did exploit a defense that was terrible. So I
Right.
can't give him too much credit for that. But he did extend plays at the same time. I
Mm-hmm.
just feel like when he run into a team like KC, who got a better team, a more sound defense, a more opportunistic defense than us, he gon' them mistakes. He gonna pay for those. Like if you
Yeah.
overthrow your receiver like that again, and the cornerback got a chance to make a play and it don't bounce off his helmet, KC gonna capitalize on. They gonna
Yeah.
catch them balls. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? if you try to scramble, they gonna have somebody. Cause our linebackers stiff, bro. We got a bunch of white boys on linebacker, bro. They stiff, bro. I'm just telling you like it is. But yeah, dude, you go out there and you scramble if you want to. They gonna put a lick on you over there in KC. So you see what they did to Lamar? They contained him, and he better than Purdy. You feel me? Like so,
Don't even
yeah,
get me
dude.
started
Like
on Lamar.
so,
That
yes
that
and no with me. Yes
that
and no with
game,
me.
that game for me, I feel the same as you. Yes and no. Yes and no.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like I gotta give him credit for the fact that you can turn around and play as good as you do when it's real
When it
tight.
matter,
Because that means something. You know,
I do.
you can make excuses, throughout the game where, maybe you just playing loose, whatever the case may be, conditions, whatever. But when
Right.
you're able to jump into another gear, when a lot of people, kind of shrink when the spotlight is on them, and for you to be able to do that and kind of, come back and win a game, and play as good as you did, I think that means something. But this next game against this Super Bowl is gonna be what kind of give me the defining factor. I'm not gonna sit there and say, because I was watching First Take earlier, and Shannon was saying that um he he basically got to win. He got to beat Mahomes. You know,
Right.
well, I don't want to say he said he got to beat him, but he was basically saying if he go out there and play bad. But that's kind of my thinking. Like he don't got to beat Mahomes, but if you go out there and you play completely bad the whole game, then I think that means something. You know,
Right.
so now if you go out there and y'all lose because y'all you lose shooting it out with them, and they just so happen to get the last possession or whatever the case may be,
Mm-hmm.
okay, you went down fighting.
Right.
But I think that's what's gonna really be the defining factor as far as what Purdy's status is in this league.
Right. All
But
right. So let's talk about this next game.
yeah, man, it's Chiefs and the Ravens.
I can't wait to hear your talk, your take on this, boy.
So I'm watching this game, and I look, so when I watch Purdy, I'm like, Purdy doing all this running. What the hell, Lamar? Why Lamar ain't doing this? Now
Mm-hmm.
granted, Lamar had more yards than Purdy. Okay, Lamar had
Right.
like 50 something, and Purdy had 48 or something like that. Not a big difference. But
Right.
it was like when you watch the game, it was like Lamar wasn't like he was hesitant on even thinking about running. Like
Mm-hmm.
I got a stat for you. He dropped back on 82% of his he on 82% of plays
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. 82% of the plays were passing plays where he dropped back. So you wasn't even thinking about running the ball. I mean,
Right.
yeah, at all.
Right.
Your running backs had 6 carries. 6.
Which was
So,
crazy to me because they ran the ball well all season,
and that's what I was talking about earlier when I was talking about Dan
going
Campbell
away
and
from
him
what they
going
did.
for it on fourth down. You
Yeah.
stuck to what you've been doing. You wasn't fake. You didn't switch away from it because guess what?
Right.
Had he not went for it and they lost the game, they would have been saying, "Why you ain't go for it on fourth down? You been doing it.
Thank
You
you.
did it all
Thank
year."
you. Thank you. Thank you.
So it's damn if he do, damn if he don't.
Right.
With the Ravens and Lamar, it was like, what the hell was you thinking? Like, dude, you're not Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
You're not Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Burrow. Like, hell, not even Josh Allen. Where
Right.
Josh Allen, he's gonna run it.
He does. Yeah.
Like Lamar, everything that you was doing the whole year, y'all completely flipped the switch in the playoffs. Y'all was not who, and then when he did decide to run it, like you could tell, like even Romo, he was saying on the on the
Commentating.
commentator talking about how he's thinking 1, 2, 3, and then he's going.
Yep.
You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Like, no, bro, go.
Go. Yep.
So that was like my biggest thing, man. He they complete, and I don't know who to blame for that. Like I don't know if it was Monk. Like obviously it was the offensive coordinator,
Had to
but
be.
even when you're dropping back to do that, you shouldn't be hesitating, bro. You ain't
No,
got nobody open, bro. There's
no.
nobody open, bro. Run.
Outside of Zay Flowers and maybe Mark Andrews every here and there, Odell not really gonna get away open like he used to,
Nah,
and
no.
Nelson Aguilar isn't either. You feel me? So it's like you
They,
really relying on your first read, and that's Zay Flowers. If he locked up, then hey, take off. You feel me? But he didn't
and
do
they
that. I
and they oh my
Go
bad.
ahead,
What you gonna say?
go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say, and they didn't it wasn't even there, it wasn't even they had a lot of opportunities. They was hurting themselves.
Mm-hmm.
The Zay Flowers
The
with the
fumble.
penalty.
Uh,
No, with the penalty first. You
mm-hmm.
get you catch the ball and you mush the dude on the ground and then
Unnecessary.
flick the ball, bro.
Unnecessary.
Unnecessary. Then I mean, this was just a great defensive play because you like me in my head when I see him cross that line, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it was like a bang bang where he crossed the power line
Right.
first and then it
Yeah.
came out. When I
Yeah.
seen it before, I'm like, bro,
Damn.
this is
He
what
just
blow
made a
me.
play, bro.
This is what blow me when you see it in quick speed, and this is why I like the fact that they got replay because when you
Yeah.
see it in quick speed and
Ain't no way
fast,
he fumbled.
no, because he's so
Ain't no way.
close. Like
Yeah,
bro, ain't no way he done crossed the power line. And
bro,
then when you see how far back he was from the power line and on the slow mo, I'm like, how is that possible?
bro, crazy,
How? That was a great defensive play.
great.
Great defensive play, man.
So my
But
thing is, bro, I thought, like you said, I thought they was gonna run the ball a lot. They just signed Dalvin Cook. You feel me? Fresh legs, cause he ain't been used all year
I
with New
forgot
York.
about him.
Exactly. See, so I'm thinking like, oh yeah, they finna pound the rock for real. Him, Hill, all of them boys, they finna do like triple options. Like I just knew they was finna run the ball, but then I was like, at the same time, I know what Mahomes finna do. I already know Andy Reid gonna play keep away. He know his strength is scrambling the ball. I'm a control. If you look at the time of possession in that game, it was the Chiefs had the ball like way most of the game, like 60% of the game. They had the
Mm,
ball, and they was just running the clock. So they'll extend the drive, run the clock, extend the drive, run the clock, kick a field goal, score some points, get a ball back to Lamar, 3 and out, easy. Why? Because he throwing it 82% of the time. He ain't even running it. So it's just like, dude, I knew the game was over at that point because I'm like, they just gonna play keep away the whole game. They don't really got to kill you for real. They don't got to score a lot of points. We know if you run, you gonna keep running the clock, and so you playing against yourself. And dude, they just played it so well. So I knew with experience, I knew with that defense being a solid defense, I knew like they will be able to contain Lamar. Like they have that championship caliber kind of pedigree, dude. Like I knew
you know what
Lamar.
make it even worse?
What?
Like my bad to cut you off.
You good?
Your team, if your team had a better defense, they could have did something. But your defense still came to play. They helped.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Your offense and defense came.
Right.
The defense held Mahomes to 17 points, even though the first part of the game they kind of took off,
He
whatever the case
scored
may
out the
be.
gate. Yeah.
17 points they held them to, and your offense couldn't even get some field goals.
No.
Just like
No.
Lamar
And
said, the
you got the
offense
best
couldn't do
kick in the
nothing.
league. You got the
Bro,
best kick in the league.
the best
Dude,
kick
I
in
would
the
have been
league,
kicking
bro.
60 yards the whole game.
Me,
I don't give
bro,
a
me too.
damn.
At
You
this
feel
point,
me?
my offense can't do nothing.
Bruh, I'm
Like
telling
I
you.
just can't believe that with the offensive weapons that they have, that they truly felt like they could throw the ball 82% of the time. And that would like, man, my God, I'm glad your defense did something because this game, shit, it should have been a blowout,
Kyle
let
Hamilton
alone
was a monster.
17-10.
Yeah. Yeah,
God,
bro.
man. That's
So,
that was crazy, man. That was
and
crazy.
Lamar made some mistakes. He can't throw that pick late. He can't do
And
that, bro.
triple coverage, three people.
Can't do that. Can't do that, bro. That's like Zay Flowers. Yeah, he got it. That was just luck. You know what I'm saying? That was just fortunate for the defense that he fumbled at the goal line because that really was the best play he could have made. But that late interception that hurt them. That was the dagger. I knew it was over at that point. I'm like, damn, bro, because this was your chance. This was your chance to like start a comeback, and you
Yeah.
make that throw. Like, come on, Lamar. Like, I don't know if this affects his MVP chances or not, but I knew like coming into that game, I'm like, all right, you had the Texans first. That was a tough game, but y'all kind of ran away with them. It's a
Mm-hmm.
rookie coach. It's a rookie quarterback. I kind
Right.
of figured like that was a little easy game, but I knew when the times got tough and he had to play a real team,
Mm-hmm.
it was gonna be a different story. Because I
He
never
looked
seen him beat
completely
a real
different.
team.
He
Yeah,
looked complete. He
exactly.
2-4 in the playoffs.
Yep,
2-4 in the playoffs.
yep. So I don't know, man. Can he really get it done? Is
How
my
many games
question.
he won in the playoffs this year?
One.
And you 2-4 in
That's
the playoffs.
yeah. Two
Man,
MVPs though,
listen,
because if he win this season, two
he gonna
MVPs, but
win.
you only got.
He gonna win because the MVP is regular season. They
Okay,
don't.
so yeah,
It's regular
for
season.
sure.
That playoffs don't. It's regular season. But
Two,
um,
two MVPs, but nothing to show for it. That's crazy.
right. And you know what and man, me and my brother was talking about this, man. Like it's really getting to a point now where I truly feel like I'm getting to a point where it's like, man, running quarterbacks just never win, just never go to the big game. Like, but I feel like I truly felt like this was the year. Like the way
Mhm.
they was playing, like why the hell didn't they stick to the game plan? Like I just hope that come out. Like I hope that we get
Right.
some answers on that because that's like damn. You trying
Did
to
they
be
have
Patrick
some?
Mahomes over there? Be Lamar Jackson, bro.
Like only thing I can think of right now, did they have some stats like, oh, they terrible against the pass, or they more effective against the run? Like what was the game plan? Because clearly,
They must have
at
thought Lamar just
halftime,
couldn't run on them or something. I don't know
had
what
to,
they thought.
had to. Because
I
at
guess you
halftime,
thought you
I'd
was
have
gonna
been like,
pass on
look,
them though.
yeah. At halftime, I'd have told him, look, run that fucker. I don't care, bro. Like, run it down their throat, bro. Because I don't think they can stop you. Make a play. Go out there and make a play, bro. And so since they didn't, it bit them in the eyes. Like, cost them the game, dog.
Listen, man. Is this Mahomes' most impressive Super Bowl run? I got two stats for you, bro. Mahomes is the first quarterback in history with 6 straight playoff games with no interception. And
That's
he's the
insane.
first quarterback to start 4 Super Bowls before turning 30. This man is 28 years old.
That's insane, dude.
Ma-
That is
And
insane.
I'm gonna say, yes, this is his most impressive Super Bowl run because what the hell was we talking about all year? Ain't no way
How
that
bad?
this team is going like they one and
Yep.
done. Like this ain't no
Yep.
way. They gotta go on the
Yep.
road. They gotta
Yep.
they receivers can't catch. Travis Kelce fell
Yep.
off a cliff. Taylor Swift keep popping up there and she ruining the mojo. Like
Mm-hmm.
in the playoffs started and this team was completely different. It's getting to the point where I feel
Completely
like they
different.
just faked it the whole year. Like
Uh,
they just played like that on purpose and just said when the playoffs come, we gonna
We're
turn
gonna
the
kick
switch.
in third gear. Yep.
But like I was telling G, I got to I gotta back up, like just like I was saying about golf. Cause I was talking that junk about Mahomes and comparing them to Brady and to be real, like I mean, duh, the talent obviously he's better. I mean, shit, Aaron Rodgers is talented, more talented than Tom Brady. But as far as being a better quarterback, a greater quarterback, I looked at that as a whole, not their whole career, but as far as
Right. Yeah.
leadership and all of that. Just knowing that what Brady was able to do, knowing how I know how the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was, and for him to do that in the first year
Yeah.
without nothing, without
Yeah.
all of that, that was big. So with Mahomes though, it's like for those receivers, and then the dagger, what really put the icing on the cake was the catch by who? MVS.
Yep.
Like, come on, man. Like, you can't make this up.
You can't make that up, man.
You can't make this up. It's
He
like
only
they
get
whole
like two
team.
targets a game, bro.
Come on, man. You can't make this up. Travis Kelce was the whole offense. went slap
Entire
off.
offense, bro. Entire offense. I'm talking. This man was making plays. He look one play. Mahomes was throwing. I know he threw it out of bounds, bro. He threw it away, and Travis Kelce went up there and grabbed. I was like, oh my god,
Man, did you see
like
the
this
one
man,
play where he went around the receiver?
dude.
He was trying to and Mahomes was running back and bro, Mahomes threw the thing like kind of sideways and bro
Yeah,
turned and caught the thing still.
bro. That just show you
Man,
how they own some. They got some real
they
chemistry, dog.
chemistry, bro. That shit on a whole nother level. It's all it
Yeah,
remind me of it just like how Gronk and Brady was.
Grunker. Yeah.
Man, listen, man. Kelsey is
So let me ask you this though: the Mahomes Brady debate. Does Mahomes threaten that? Nah. Have your thoughts changed?
hell yeah. Because listen, what was my main argument? It wasn't the rings. Because remember, I said
Right.
he
Yeah.
don't have to
Yeah.
win all those rings to be great,
Yeah.
to be the
Yeah.
be to be the GOAT. It was the leadership. I didn't see that throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
Like you
Because
can't
he had
elevate the
everything
people.
made.
You can't elevate the people around you.
Right.
I understand what you can do when you have superstars. You don't have to
Right.
elevate a
You got
superstar.
Kelsey.
You don't have to boost up a superstar. He gonna come to work already. But what you gonna do about those role players, those lesser tier players
Hmm.
that wasn't doing nothing? Kadarius Tony, Sky Moore. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I
Hmm.
was looking for. And listen, the based on the playoffs alone, like he's because not only that, it's what he's done so far, versus what Brady's done so far,
Oh, his
up to this
accurate.
point, up until this
Yeah.
point, you know, um, and just like I said, with Brady, he had a defense. At first when Brady first kind of started, he was more so a game manager.
Yeah.
Um, he was a game manager. Um, and he
Did
wasn't really considered the best. You had other
no.
quarterbacks who was considered better than him. Peyton Manning for
Right.
one.
For sure.
I mean, it wasn't until Brady kind of stretched the mark with those championships that people was like, okay, Brady is better, but it was more so because of the rings. Manning was clearly a better like
Yeah. More
quarterback.
talented.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So, when I look at that, Mahomes, there's never been anybody within his stratosphere since he took over that team. I mean, he has been by himself. There's
Right.
nobody in this league that you would say is comparable to Patrick Mahomes at
No.
all.
No.
So I think that says a lot.
And no other
Like I said,
quarterback.
Brady was never considered that.
Right.
Mahomes is.
Hmm. It's only two quarterbacks that come to mind that have went toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes, and that's Joe Burrow
Yeah.
and Jared Goff. Because Jared Goff 2-0 against Mahomes. Every time they play, he's beating him. Remember that 2018, 2019 50-point game? The Rams and
Yes, I
Chiefs,
do.
they went back
I do. That
three
was in the
times.
playoffs.
I think that was in the
That
playoffs.
okay. Okay, because I remember
So,
that.
well, no, it might have been in the regular season, but it was like one of them big games, dude. But yeah,
Y'all didn't have to play
so
them the way I went to the Super Bowl. The year the Rams went to the Super Bowl? Oh, that's the Rams though. You
no,
wouldn't know.
yeah,
I'm trying to
yeah.
think.
The Rams played. Remember, they played the Patriots when they went to the Super Bowl, and they lost
I'm
to the
trying to
Patriots.
see who if they. I'm trying to think
Oh, they
about.
played them on the way there.
Oh
I don't.
no, no,
No,
no, they
no, because
wouldn't
they're in the
have because the
NFC.
Rams in the NFC.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
Like you
Yeah.
said, he just know how to. When he got talent around him, when he got Kelsey and Tyreek Hill, you see what they could do. When he don't got Tyreek Hill, he just got Kelsey and he got a bunch of no name receivers. You see what he can do. He can elevate a team just like Brady did when he just had Julian Edelman and your boy what was the other receiver?
Wes Welker.
Other one, no, Danny Amendola,
Oh,
bro.
Amendola. Yeah.
Yeah, bro. When he just got them, you feel me? And you see what he did with them. So
Mm-hmm.
it's just like he got that type of pedigree. He got that type of DNA, and it's crazy because, like you said in the beginning of the season, we wrote the Chiefs off. We knew, like, oh yeah, they're gonna get in the playoffs. They're gonna get killed by one of these teams, bro. But
I thought so. I thought so.
Mahomes just that dude, bro.
Listen, it's like I think Mahomes just how Brady was, man, where I think you'll have those one-offs where because I don't think Mahomes just gonna go every single year.
No, I don't think so.
Although I will say this, he is better than Brady. So I feel like shit. Like it's almost like with Jordan. Jordan was going every single year, and the only time he didn't go is when he didn't play.
Okay, wait, better than Brady in what sense? As far as talent, or just because Brady
Yeah.
to me, Brady got intangibles. He got leadership. He got
Oh yeah.
IQ.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's not the
Yeah.
most talented, but he will
He
dissect the
make up
defense.
for it. That's what made
Right.
him great.
Exactly.
That's what made him great.
So yeah,
But I feel like with Mahomes is different. The intangibles and the all around talent.
yeah,
Like, see, I'm gonna tell you this. Ma- Rogers is a better talent than Brady.
yeah.
But if I had to choose between Rogers and Brady, I would pick Brady every time.
Exactly. Yep.
No matter if they was the same age, if one was young, if Brady was older,
Right.
I would pick Brady every time
Yep.
because of the intangibles, the
Yep.
leadership. You get what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So that's how I feel with Mahomes now. I feel like Mahomes has those, and he showed me that he had. Like I said, it was only the leadership that I felt like he couldn't elevate those around him. For the,
Right.
I felt like, when he went to the Super Bowl when they won, with Tyreek Hill, he always had some type of talent there. It wasn't
Yeah.
like he never had just a bunch of people on his teams. So
Yep.
when he got that this year, it was like, okay, see, what are you gonna do? But he showed me, and now put the intangibles with the skills that he has, his talent, which is completely better than Brady's.
Yep.
It's like,
Yep.
but if I had, like, I ain't gonna lie to you though, if I
You
if
still
I had
pick
to
Brady.
choose, I low key still pick Brady. Cause listen, let me tell you, listen, this the only reason though. This the only reason because when they played each other, Brady always won. I mean,
That
Mahomes ain't
is
never
true.
beat him.
That
Mahomes
is
ain't beat
true.
him. So
That is true.
you know, uh, I'm gonna go with, but obviously, like I said, man, Mahomes is clearly the better quarterback. I feel like he's gonna be the greatest of all time, man. At some point in his career when it's all said and done, and you know, and instead of me trying to, like I said, I did this with LeBron. I was such a Kobe fan that I couldn't I couldn't I never got a chance to appreciate how great LeBron was
Yeah.
until these past couple of years, once Kobe passed, you know, and I don't want to make that same mistake with Mahomes. Just because I love Brady so much, I like Brady. I want to be able to enjoy Mahomes, man, his greatness and witness it, and even salute him when he break those, when he finally surpassed everybody.
And I know that's a whole nother debate, but I relate it to the same thing as far as like LeBron and Jordan go, because Jordan like Tom Brady to me. I don't think LeBron could beat Jordan if they was both in their prime, but LeBron is more talented than Jordan. But I don't think he will be, like if it came down to a 7 game series. I don't think he beating Jordan. It probably go to game 7, but I would pick Jordan to win that series every time. But
Yeah, me
LeBron
too.
is clearly the more talented player. He an all around
All
player. He
around.
can do it
Yeah,
all.
he's a more
You
all
feel
around
me?
player. I get that.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna knock his accolades as far as like taking 3 different franchises to a championship, bro. Like that's
Can't
unheard of.
knock that. You can't.
Can't
You
knock that.
can't.
But
Yep.
again, our GOAT will forever be Michael Jordan. So it's just what it is, bro.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That's a
So
fact.
what you think about this upcoming Super Bowl, bro?
Oh, listen. I've learned my listen. I said I wasn't gonna bet against Mahomes no more, and I mean that. I'm not betting
Hmm.
against him no more. But I don't. I'm not. I don't know if he's gonna win this Super Bowl, bro. I don't know
I'm
if
a,
he's gonna
I'm
win
a,
this
I'm a,
Super Bowl.
I might change your mind just a little bit,
Okay.
but go ahead.
I they met before
Yeah,
when they had Garoppolo. Okay.
yeah,
Obviously, this team is completely different, but those core pieces have grown. Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, and Kyle Shanahan. Let me tell you something. You was you was the offensive coordinator of the Falcons team that
Yep.
lost that
That
big
lost
lead in the Super Bowl. You was the head coach of the team, San Francisco, that lost a lead fourth quarter with
Timon.
6 minutes to go. I think it
Overthrew the
was.
receiver. Overthrew the receiver, bro. Wide open. Emmanuel Sanders couldn't make that play.
You get. I mean, bro. Oh my god,
Yeah.
dude. So it's like now. Listen, I feel like it's going. It's all hands on deck. Remember what I was saying earlier. Mahomes, I feel like Mahomes is gonna be. He's gonna break. He's gonna break the barrier. I don't know if he's gonna get to 8 Super Bowls. He might beat that, but I feel like it's gonna be those one offs because he's so great, man. Like
Right.
Mahomes is great.
Right.
So, but I feel like it's gonna be those one offs, like just the other year when the Bengals went to the Super Bowl because
Yeah.
Burrow beat them.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like it's gonna be times where it's just not your day, just like it was with the Patriots where they had that drought. And I'm not saying it's gonna be that long of a drought for them, but they having so much success at some point is that success is gonna kind of slow down a little bit. You know, you're not gonna be going to the Super Bowl every 2 to 3 years or something like that. They might, but
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So on the other side of that, I feel like this is that time. They're in the Super Bowl, obviously, but I feel like Kyle Shanahan, bro. This he cannot lose again, bro. He cannot
Right.
lose again. And I feel like this team is different. They got CMC. They got a more competent quarterback, and that I'm just kind of going for them this time. Only
All
only
right.
because I feel like I
Uh,
already done made my mistake with the Ravens because I thought Lamar was gonna be I thought he was gonna go and win the
right.
Super Bowl, but you know, I can kind of see the 49ers taking this.
So you picking the 49ers to win.
No, I'm not picking them to win, but I
But they'll
just feel
make it
like
again.
they could. I feel like they could.
Right. So I'm gonna come from two standpoints. Conspiracy theory standpoint and then like reality standpoint.
All
To
right.
me, the reality of the 49ers is if Jordan Love don't throw that interception, they lose. If
I'm
they
with
don't
you.
get if they don't get two turnovers from the Lions with a fluke, diving catch at the 50 at the 2 yard line and a fumble, they lose. You know what I'm saying? Those two teams, they just got luck. They got lucky breaks. KC is not a team that's gonna give you them lucky breaks. I don't see Pacheco going out there fumbling the ball. You feel me? I don't see unless Kadarius Tony play. That's the only way. That's the only way the Chiefs gonna lose this game. But he just bad luck, man. I swear to God. So, dude, I just feel like they were supposed to been lost. They for them to have this great defense, you had a 7 seed come in your house and only lose by a field goal. You had a team that had a terrible defense come in your house and only lose by a field goal. You got to go to a team that's good on both ends. You feel me? It's gonna be hard to win. Detroit gave you the game because they gave you two turnovers. You feel me? They gave you three of them with fourth down conversions and stuff like that. But it's like, dude, you're not going. Mahomes not gonna do that. Mahomes not finna go for it on fourth down. No, they gonna punt the ball. Now you got to march the field against this good defense. Purdy,
well,
go out
they
there
they
and
they
scramble if you want to.
well they did set the stage doing that in yesterday's game because he sure went for it out the gate on fourth
Yeah,
down.
this is true.
That.
This is true. But I don't think they'll do that in this type of game. Like,
Yeah,
I
Super
mean,
Bowl.
they kind of had to against that good defense. You feel me? But yeah. So that's that. That's the reality standpoint. Conspiracy standpoint, bro. Bro, they got Taylor Swift, bro. You know how much. You know how much. Uh,
Taylor
how many
Swift.
views? No, look, listen to me. Hear me out. You know how many views she done brought to the game from the female perspective for all the fans that she got. That alone gets views on the Super Bowl. You feel me? Cause she over there dating Travis Kelce. And on top of
Mm-hmm.
that, I don't know if you ever seen um the commercial that Travis Kelce got. He got a commercial with Pfizer. You know, the COVID people who
Yeah,
give you the
yeah, yeah,
vaccine,
yeah,
bro. You got that, and you got Taylor Swift backing you. That's a lot of money over there. You feel me?
yeah,
It's a lot. You
yeah.
can't bet against Mahomes. You know what I'm saying? So to me, that's how I kind of knew that they was going to the Super Bowl because it's a lot of money that they bring. This one particular team bringing in a lot of money, bro. So whether they win or lose, I just knew they was gonna be in the ball game. But I just think the 49ers would get beat because they should have got beat 2 games ago. They should have lost to the. To me, they should have lost to the Packers, bro. I thought the
That's
Packers was
even
gonna beat them.
more
They
why
should have
they
lost to
they
them.
probably that's even more why I feel like they gonna win, bro. That adversity that they've been going through, they in the mud.
If Jameer Gibbs don't fumble the ball, bro, and if Brandon Ayuk don't catch a lucky pass, do they win that game? In
No,
your opinion? All right.
mm-mm.
So I don't think they're gonna have that luck against Casey at all, bro. Casey is
Yeah,
just
they down sure
a
gonna have, the
well
KC definitely gonna make them pay, bro. Pat Mahomes
exactly.
definitely gonna make them pay.
Exactly. So I don't
I'm
see
with you on
that
that.
happening against KC, bro. If Brock Purdy throw a pass like that again to the defender and it just so happen to bounce, if he throw that same pass, Casey gonna catch that, bro. It's not happening, dog. So I don't see them winning. And to me, history shows that Kyle Shanahan just a choke artist, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He the greatest. He the greatest. He one of the greatest all regular season coaches of all time. He'll get you to the playoffs. He'll probably get you deep in the playoffs. But when the games get the biggest, like the national championship, the NFC championship, and the Super Bowl,
Mm.
he somehow lose, bro. So I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. On paper, this to me, this game should come down to the wire on paper, but I don't know, man. KC, I just feel like they're gonna force Brock Purdy to do some things he ain't never did before. Like them, he got lucky with dropped interceptions against the Packers. They not gonna drop them balls if he throw them same kind of balls, bro. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
yeah,
So
yeah. That defense is great, good man. So
for sure,
that's a damn good defense. But we gonna see, man. This gonna be a damn good game, and my eyes gonna
man,
be glued to it.
I ain't even
My
watching
eyes
this
gonna be
shit, bro.
glued,
I'm not
huh?
watching them. My heart broken. I ain't watching the Super Bowl this season, bro. I need to go to therapy. I'll be in my first therapy session on that day, bro.
Oh man, listen, man. Oh man, look,
For
it's gonna be
sure.
alright, man. It's gonna be alright, man. But
Yeah, yeah,
we gonna end that right here, man. And I appreciate you for getting
for
on with
sure.
me as always, man. I appreciate y'all checking out. Y'all make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time.